What's up, guys? It's Tyler, and today I'm joined by Valyn after their dub against Cloud9. What a game. What a game.
Yeah.
Felt really intense from start to finish. I know I feel like I lost my voice watching that game.
Yeah.
Super
it was
intense.
man. It was my heart beating the whole time.
Yeah. Looking at the whole day, so let's start first on Icebox. This is your split debut on the map. You debuted a new composition that no one's ever seen before. As the in-game leader, how content do you think you were with the team's performance on the map, considering that you had to kind of bring it back a bit after losing a few rounds in the beginning?
Yeah, the funniest part about Icebox was like the hardest thing we faced was Jogama was having like hertz problems on his monitor or something.
What's going on with
That's
that?
why like Josh took the time out at round 4 and you just see Trent like at his computer trying to fix it because they couldn't give us a tech. But we were practicing but some insight, like we were practicing a lot of Icebox getting ready for this match.
Okay.
Eventually someone was going to pick it. We've been banning it a lot, so it was anticipated.
Yeah.
And it's a composition, that, like you said, no one has played. It's a bit unconventional, but we feel like it's right for the current meta right now in Icebox. About so much plant denial, so much retakes. It's very like scrappy map when it comes to the post plant and getting the bomb down. So we thought adding like a no duelist comp and just keep the Harbor Gecko combination would help us specifically on attack. And then defense, we just closed out those important retakes, which just made the game easy for us.
Yeah, I mean, it worked. It looked really good.
Yeah.
Now, looking to the next map, Haven, your map pick, looked a bit rougher performance-wise. What do you think was the issue that kind of held you guys back from executing your game plan?
I would say they were playing very fast pace on their attack, like just calling like C pop, A rush, and unfortunately we were just in the wrong positions. So I would say we got outcalled in terms of how we wanted to play, to be honest, on that map. So props to C9 for having a good game plan. Mitch had a great game calling. So it didn't really shake us going into map 3. We just knew like, damn, we couldn't get anything going on defense because we were swapping up our setups, trying to be unreadable, like play the mind game as well.
Yeah.
But they were ahead. So yeah, I just felt like they were hitting the weak side every time.
Yeah, like you were talking about like resetting after that map, like going into the third map, like what are the conversations like between you and your teammates and the coaches, like before that map and like during that map? Because that map looked really scrappy from like start to finish. It looked crazy. Like what were the conversations honestly, like between y'all?
Josh was pretty upset with us. He said like you guys were playing terrible. He was being honest. He's like, you guys are playing terrible. You guys are not like micro-calming the small details. You're letting them just team fight you everywhere. It just looks so bad from us. Like that was a disgusting map from us, you know? And we're a team that knows how to reset out of it and just accept it. Especially, it's something that we've been preaching recently. Is like, guys, not every game you're going to win 2-0. Sometimes you're going to get thrashed on map 1. Sometimes you're going to get destroyed map 2. Whatever the case is, you got to be able to have a level head if we want to be champions eventually.
Of course.
And so that we kind of just applied that into map 3, knew that Pearl was going to be a strong map for us, and just took off with it. Had a great start. Everyone was really energetic, but that also brings other problems. So like we were so energetic and so loud because we had to like pick it up from that bad map 2. But then there's issues of like people are maybe not thinking as clearly because the comms are so hectic and like everyone's amped up and hyped and just want to get in the gunfights. So we're still trying to work on that balance. And that's the goal right now.
Okay. Kind of maybe that's kind of like a bit of an answer to the next question I had, which was, seeing as you're a part of arguably the best team in the region, what are some challenges that this team has had to overcome as the stage is played out?
So dating back to the beginning, when we even played against Furia, that was a tough game, and we kind of have this mindset right now that every team is going to be gunning for our heads because G2 is the team to beat. We were 5-0, or I mean, we just got out, like going back to the beginning. Sorry, we just made grand finals of Bangkok. We showed to be the best team in NA. So now all the teams want to try to take that throne. That's how competition works. And so these matches have been very difficult, and we have to try to level up our game even more to account for that. And you know, we went 5-0, but I think every series besides NRG was like insanely close. And we're blessed to have those close games because we can learn from it and just never feel too comfortable. If we're just blowing everyone out, I could see us getting comfortable, getting a little cocky, like, oh, we're just insane. But right now, like, we're humble enough to be like, dude, we're winning 13-11 map 3. We're losing on our map pick. Those things kind of just keep us pushing and pushing. And it's going to be no different going into playoffs because everyone wants Toronto. It's been tough, man. It's been tough, honestly. But
Okay.
it's the position we want to be in. You know, I'm grateful to be in this position, so I'm not complaining about
Of
it.
course. Now looking ahead, right? We have the playoffs coming up, but
Mhm.
like, what is one aspect of the team that you guys like? Do you think you have to hone in on before you start hitting in the postseason?
I think it's our like energy levels right now. Like sometimes we're going into the games maybe too calm or
Mm.
like too expecting of how the game's gonna play out, which then they can just outcall us like Haven, and then we're like, oh shit, like we just got destroyed. We gotta pick it up, boys. Like I literally felt it. Like map 3, it felt like guard 2022 where like everyone's just screaming and yelling
Yeah.
in the comms. But we needed that energy. And so now I think going into the playoffs when the stakes are higher, we're chasing a Masters Toronto qualification.
Yeah.
I think that internal motive is going to be even higher for everyone. And when the expectations rise and when the pressure rises in the match, we thrive. We've been saying that all year. Like when we went to Bangkok, elimination game, we destroyed
Yeah.
Liquid. Or when we rematched EDG for a grand final spot, we destroyed them. And I mean, even the grand final, we started off really hot, but eventually, like T1 outpaced us throughout that series. I get it, but man, when the stakes are the highest, I feel like we perform the best. And so I'm really excited to go into this playoff because now I know everyone's just fully reset and eyes on getting Toronto.
Yeah. Pressure makes diamonds.
Yeah, that's how we feel.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, looking at your like career like right now, how do you think this split on G2 has helped you in terms of your own personal growth as like an in-game leader, a player, as a teammate?
I've been trying to focus a lot on my teammates this past split. I've been trying to make a narrative, a story of how we're going to go back to the grand final stage on an international. And all of these matches, like week 1, week 2, leading up to now, it's all a part of the story on how we're going to improve throughout the year. Like, we're putting narratives on this. We're accepting the challenges of these hard matches so that we can have proof that we can overcome and prevail. So I'm trying to become a better leader for my team and strengthen their mental that we can win at any point of a game. You know, I haven't had the losses yet to really go back and be like, how do we lose this game? So I would say maybe my progression throughout split 1 in terms of that macro level hasn't been as I hoped because the stuff we're calling is working. That's a good thing. I always preach that we can take stuff away even when we win because 13-11, you lost 11 rounds. How?
Yeah.
So we always try to keep a balance. But yeah, right now I'm just trying to strengthen the mental of the team, strengthen the mental of everyone so that when we eventually make that grand final again, we're not letting it slip because we know that we let that last one slip. And it's just the comeback story right now for us.
Yeah. Main character. Okay. 3 spots at Masters Tokyo for the region are up at grabs. Assuming no jinxes. G2 is one of those teams. Which 2 other teams do you think have the best chance to joining you guys to Toronto?
You know, because we haven't played the whole other group, it's hard to gauge. Because I would say watching games and playing the team are very different.
Yeah.
Of course, I would have to go with. I think MIBR can do it, and I think Sentinels can do it as well. So
Okay.
my 2 are MIBR Sen, and if it's not MIBR, I think it's like 100 Thieves or something. Like they have a blow up run. Cryo's playing like the best player in NA, and that's how they get through.
Okay. Now I wanted to get your opinion away from the esports sides of things, but more of the game. There's been a whole discussion on the prevalence of utility and how it's too much and precise gunplay and all of that, the memes and all of that. But
right.
Do you think that there's a problem with utility, or do you think it's been overblown?
I think it's definitely overblown from players that don't know how to adapt or don't want to face adaptation.
Okay.
I mean, Valorant in general from the start has always been a game of constant adaptation. Like it's not like a game like CS where it's about refinement and perfection. It's about being able to, you know, learn the meta the quickest, or there's like side quests almost that you can do as a team to get ahead. Like learn the meta the fastest, or run like a weird double duelist comp that people don't expect, and you have your star players pop off like T1. There's different ways to approach this game, and I think people are not in general I mean, humans in general don't like adaptation, so these players need to learn that you just got to accept it and move on. In terms of like, is it true or not? I don't think so. I think that G2 has a very strong fundamental understanding of the current meta, and the game feels, I don't want to say easy because that sounds cocky, but like it's simple in this sense. you can't just walk somewhere not knowing the setup and get like breach Tejo trapped and be like, dude, this game sucks. You probably did no macro to find out what the setup is.
Yeah.
You did nothing to kind of understand this is probable, and you died to it.
Mm.
Now, ultimates are another thing, right? Like some alt rounds, you just are unwinnable for you,
Right.
but that's a whole layer of the game, like cycling ults, getting combinations down, like that's skill. And
Yeah.
so I think it honestly increases the skill floor, because if you just removed utility or made it very like weak or whatever they want, then it just comes down to aim. And like this is a tactical FPS, but with abilities. So like you can't expect that. If you want just aim,
Right.
go play a different game.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
I think that's all that I have for you today. But thank you so much for talking to me, man.
Thank
Great,
you, man. It was a pleasure.
great game today, and
Thank
good
you.
luck in the playoffs, brother.
Appreciate you, Tyler. Take
Yeah,
care,
man.
man.
Take it easy.